Hello, it's me, R.R. Lee, and this is the first of many escalation contracts. It is the Einarsson Inception. I believe that I'm pronouncing that correctly. There is no layout for this because we are still in the ICA facility. This is our training escalation. I guess I would call it the tutorial one. There are a lot of escalation contracts in Hitman, and I'm going to go through all of them. Some of the levels in them may be similar or almost exactly the same, but I don't want to cut any of them out. Mainly because I want to show that I got Silent Assassin for them, and because if you want to do this as well, if you want to play along, if watching this makes you think, oh, I want to play this game, I don't want to spoil it for you and say, oh, all of these levels are the same, so I'm just gonna show you this level. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. Some of them may be similar, but I'm not gonna just outwardly say that and spoil it for you.
Such an eye for detail.
So for this one, we're gonna be going to this room over here,
No mechanics in here.
and we're gonna lure this guard in.
Huh?
Lure. I am sorry. Lure from Futurama. King of Omicron Persei 8. We're gonna lure him in here. We need to throw a coin with the door open so that he will come in. We're waiting for the door to
Nothing here.
close,
Over.
and then we will subdue him so that we can take his clothes. Because we need his outfit, and this is the easiest way that I was able to find to get it, so that we can kill our target. Oddly enough, as a mechanic, I believe it is, we can't pick up the knife without being seen as suspicious, but as a security guard, we can just go up and grab the knife. Not suspicious at all. Of course, security would need a knife. Why would a mechanic need a knife? I guess he has pliers to cut his wires, but we're just gonna sneak attack that guy. Stealth kill, eliminate, unnoticed, and we just go back out the way we came. Simple back and forth, if you will. And I find it sad that no one ever comes to check on this first guy that we just choke out. He's just laying there naked. No one comes to check on him. He's all on his own. And that's the first mission done. Mission accomplished. 2 minutes 14 seconds. And on our next level, we have security cameras now. Everything is the same as level 1, except now there are security cameras. And on the route that we're going to be taking for this, we only need to shoot out 2. In fact, I think they only added 2. In fact, I think they only added 2 for this. So we're gonna run over here, and we're gonna choke out this poor guy and take his outfit. Let me make sure that it says mechanic when we put it on. I'm pretty sure he's a mechanic, right? Yeah, mechanic. Why can't he have a knife? Someone probably used it to poke a hole in that oil drum. We just put it back in and it won't leak anymore. There's one camera, and the other camera is directly over where we need to run. We need to take our time in aiming for that, because if we miss, then they may discover that it was a gunshot. And if we shoot a second time, they will definitely discover that it was a gunshot, and we would have to start over. So we're just going to follow this guy up the stairs, and we're going to go and take our outfit again from this security guard that is standing by this door. We're going to leave the door open and throw a coin. That'll get him to come in. That will lure him in. Not going to give him any of my loose change. Gonna wait for the door to close, and we'll choke him out and take his uniform. This poor guy, and again, this whole thing is a simulation. We're just going through all 5 levels of this, giving this guy brain damage. We're gonna go into the kitchen and grab the knife again. Don't know why the chef doesn't find this suspicious. And also why he doesn't have the knife with him. He is the chef. Why is it on the other side of the table when he's cooking? That's highly suspicious in my opinion. We're just gonna turn around. How you doing? Let me just give you a nice pat on the back while I cut your neck. And we can leave back out the way we came. You saw how Agent 47 did that? He just rested his hand on that man's back and was like, oh, let me use you for support. As he ended his life. That is some dry humor in my opinion. And we are out. Another mission accomplished. Epic fanfare that I'm going to cut off. 5 stars. Took 8 seconds more than the last one. Yeah, because the last one was 2:14. And level 3, we have another target now that we need to take out. Our routing, though, is the same. We are going to be running the same route. We're going to hop over this window. We're going to give this man some brain damage. We will take his underwear. And we are going to shoot out these 2 cameras. I actually don't know why that man is wearing boxer briefs. You'd think that he'd be wearing like the same skin tone, tighty-whitey ones. You know, for realism. For realism of these characters, since we're like essentially stripping them down and taking all of their clothes. They're essentially unisex mannequins that we are just taking the clothes off of, but I guess that would be going too far. After he turns to the side, we're gonna go back to this room. And we are going to choke out this guard again. Throw a coin. Lure him in. Omicron Percy, I ate him. That didn't work out the way that I wanted to. Why are you hearing it? That doesn't make any sense. Let me open the door again. That's not what's supposed to happen. Jeez. There we go. His dot lit up. He's coming. He missed us. He missed us. He tried to get out of it. Gonna wait for the door to close, and then we're gonna choke him out again. Ah, oh, you missed me, buddy. You missed me so much. We're gonna take his clothes after we put him in the closet. Oh, that was so funny of him, thinking that he could get out of being choked. What a lovable guy. Pick up all our loose change. And back to the kitchen. Back to the kitchen. We don't want to go too far ahead because that guard on our left will recognize us. But we're going to go and take his knife again. Another knife for me, please. Don't worry about what I'm going to do with it. Down the stairs. And over to this security guard. I wonder for this training, again, for this escalation contract, are they just adding in another guy for this patrol path? They just tell him to walk along this path and say, okay, you go to the left, you go to the right, you walk in a horseshoe, and nothing bad will happen to you. There's an outfit in this room that we can just take for our second target. And I wonder if that's the same for our second target. Because again, this is training. This is training. Where are they getting all of these people for the training? I am definitely killing them. How are they putting that in the want ad for help? All these poor guys. Okay, there's our second target. There he is. We're gonna hide behind this piece of cover, and we're gonna throw 2 or 3 coins. One at the halfway point to take him away. We don't want him to be too close to all those prying eyes.
Find out what that was.
Once he bends down, picks it up, and has his hand straight, we're gonna throw another coin over here. Behind this cover, but it is still too close. It's still too close to everyone else. Still too close to everyone else. We gotta lure him even further to all of these over here. To all of these pallets over here. Once he goes over, we're just gonna give him a nice hug from behind, give him some sweet dreams, and then we're gonna snap his neck. And that is level 3 done. How long did that take? Oh, good God. That took 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Next level, please. Now more people can see through our disguise. Other than that, it is essentially the same, what we need to get done. We just have to be on the lookout for more people that will see through our disguise. One of the people that we have been walking behind, shadow stalking, he will now recognize us. He will now recognize us on this level. He will always recognize us because we are not in his uniform yet. I imagine if we would wake him up now while we'd be wearing his clothes, he would still be like, "Oh, fellow mechanic, how are you doing today?" But in this training uniform, no. He will not welcome us as one of him. We are his long-lost brother, and he just doesn't want to recognize us. That is why we have to steal his clothes, so that we can be admitted into the family. Oh, no, his dot on the mini-map is just because he is concerned. I forgot. He doesn't recognize us. I think it's another security guard then that'll recognize us along this way. But after he goes to the side, we're gonna choke out our favorite security guard again. Make sure that the door is open this time, so that we don't get a different NPC. And he lit up. Oh yes, and one thing that I forgot to mention about this door, we can open it, but for whatever reason, we can't close it on our own. We have to wait for it to close. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I wonder if that security guard set it up that way so that it would close on a timer, as if that would help him. But sadly, it will not. We're gonna pick up his gun, we're gonna take our coins, hug the wall for some reason, and we're gonna head to the kitchen again.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead?
We're a little behind the security guard on our left, so we don't have to worry about being seen. He won't see us. We're gonna take our 4th knife with us. We just love collecting knives, don't worry. I have an assortment of cutlery at home. You know, I just bought a bunch of forks and spoons. I ran out of knives, okay? I like don't hold this against me. I am very poor. I need these knives, okay? I need them. How else do you expect me to eat? He went over. We're gonna take him out. Bye-bye. And now we're gonna take our other uniform. And in this uniform, as a crew member, it is illegal for us to have a knife. I find that strange. I find that strange. That's another thing I wanted to point out. Are we not serving food on this crew? What exactly does a crew member do then? Because I thought that it was a glorified waiter on here. What are we doing? Exactly. What does the ship's crew do? Because they seem to just be wandering around on the ship. They're not doing a whole lot of work, it seems. They're just wandering around. So I thought that they were serving the food. I thought that that was code name for like kitchen staff or waiter. Well, no, they have their own kitchen staff. I thought they were just waiters. Because there really isn't much for them to be doing on this boat.
Life's too short.
It's on land. He's gonna come over for our coin. Again, as soon as he straightens out his arms, just gonna time it out. Throw another coin. What was that? Better go look over here in this nondescript area. Oh no. Choke him out. And we can leave again. Another job well done, Agent 47. What's our time looking like? 3:42. I think that's 2 seconds faster than the last one. Excellent job, 47. And for this one, it's just to do it in less than 5 minutes. To do it in less than 5 minutes, I think we can manage. It'll be tight. It'll be tight, but I think we can manage it. It should be fine. We're gonna choke this guy out for our... We're gonna choke this guy out for old time's sake. Take his clothes. And we're gonna shoot out these 2 cameras. I feel bad for the mechanic that had to install these cameras. Unless there's an IT guy working on this boat and I never came across his uniform. In which case, then I feel bad for him. Just gonna nonchalantly walk behind this guy. Totally weird that that camera exploded, right? I saw it too. Can't believe that that happened. You know, weird that it did. Weird that it did. You know, you going to the right, I'll go to the left and look for somebody. Because that really ought to get looked at. You know, I don't want that exploding in my face. Gonna throw a coin. Gonna throw a second coin because I don't like the way that one bounced. And we're gonna wait. Gonna wait for the security guard to come in. He's hesitant. He really doesn't want to come in here, it seems. Oh no. He figured that this is the last time, so he'll just let it happen. Ain't that nice of him? Ain't that nice of him? He's just the best. He's just the best. I think I'll let him keep a coin. I'll let him keep the coin that's right outside this closet. I'm such a nice guy. We're gonna go to the kitchen, take our knife. Gonna take our 5th knife. A set of 5. We have 5 of a kind. I was about to say a royal flush, but no. No, that would be 5 of a kind, actually. 5 of a kind. That means that one of these is a joker. I don't know how to feel about that. Someone is stacking this deck against me. That doesn't seem very fair now, does it? What do you say, security officer on the other side of this room? He doesn't seem to agree with me. We have no room for disagreements on this ship. He's been taken out. He is in a better place. He is where people agree with him. We're gonna leave the boat now. We're gonna go back out the way we came with 2.5 minutes to spare. 2.5 minutes to spare, out the way we came. Gonna walk over this poor naked man, this poor homeless guy. I really ought to give him some loose change. I can't believe that the government would just leave him there sleeping in the street. Well, next to that explosive oil drum, that's still pretty hazardous. You know, they really ought to do something about that. We're gonna lose a... We're gonna use a coin to bring him over. And then we will use a second coin to lure him over some more. We're just baiting him. We're baiting him like he is a prized winning catch. He is a buck. He is a buck with 13 points on his antlers. Yeah, bucks have antlers, right? He is a fish that is very long. He is this big. You can't see my hands, but they are pretty far apart right now. It would be a very large prize-winning fish. Trust me. Trust me. We are going to shoot this fish, this big fish, and we're gonna leave now. That's all of them done. All 5 levels. Again, I would say that this is the tutorial one. This has to be the tutorial escalation because they don't let you bring any extra thing with you. You just have the basic layout. So it's just to show you how all of the future escalations are supposed to be in the game. And we did it in 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Well, that was fun. I'd like to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you'll enjoy the next one as well. Goodbye.